Good morning, team. Welcome to day 4. Doing so well so far, so keep it up. Today's session, 10-second beginning, as we always do. Now we have 2 rounds of mountain climbers for 30 seconds. If you're not sure what mountain climbers are, we're going to use our board here, and we're going to move up our legs alternately at each side as we're leaning over and crouching down. I'll show you as we go along anyway. Then we've got 3 rounds of step-ups for 30 seconds. Everything here today is going to be based on 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. The last thing we've got as well is we've got some push-ups on the bench, on the steps. If you don't have any step-ups like this here, easily you can use some steps around at home. It's really simple. What we'll be finishing off with today, as we always do, is a bit of a weight training session. So we've got a bench here. If you don't have a bench, you can easily use a chair at home. What we've got is a couple of 10 kilos, whatever weight you've got. We'll actually be doing some seated shoulder press. We're going to probably do 3 sets of those. Try to give us some full good hypertrophy training in our shoulders. So that'll be really good. And then we're finishing off with some good quality stretches as well. So today's sessions take about 6 minutes to go through the whole cardiovascular part of the training. And then we'll go into the actual muscular part of it at the end. So let's get into it. Make sure get your water available, keep hydrated, keep breathing throughout it, really important. Remember, the first thing we're starting off with is mountain climbers. We've got 2 rounds of those, so let's get started. Get into position, get ready on the bench. I've just put a cover over my bench so I don't hurt my hands. Let's get into it. Try to bring your knees as high as you can. Keep your core nice and tight. Keep breathing. Good work. Keep going. We're almost there. Good. Have a rest. We've got 30 seconds rest now. So grab some water. Bit of a stretch if you need to. Doing really well. Got 10 seconds left. Let's get back into position. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's try to climb that mountain. Good work. Let's keep going. Almost there. All right, good work. Have a rest. Now, next thing we'll be doing is some step ups. Just an individual leg up to the top, straight back down again. We're doing 3 rounds of that. Got 10 seconds left. Let's get ready. 4, 2, 1. Let's go. Breathing through the nose, out through the mouth. Really key. Got 5 seconds left. Nice. If you do have one of these multi-layer benches at home, you can easily increase the height more. Whatever works. Doing really well. We have 15 seconds left before we get back into it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We've got 5 seconds left. Let's get back to it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Increase your pace. seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Good work, team. Doing really well. Got 20 seconds left to rest. Got one more lot of sit-ups to go. And then we've got our push-ups on the bench. Or alternatively, on the step at home. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Three, 2, 1. Okay, good. I'm putting this cover back over the bench. Put my hands down. I'm not going to hurt my fingers and hands. We've got 20 seconds left. We have our last bench push-ups. Now, the bench or step push-ups gives us more of elevation, so should make it a little bit easier. You can do it on your knees as well if you want. We've got 4 seconds. Just get down and get ready. I'll be doing it on my knees. As close to the bench as you can go. Good work. Finish strong. All right, good work. Excellent work, team. Now that completes the cardio portion of our workout today. We're actually gonna get into some shoulder press. Look, simply you can easily do it on a chair inside, or if you have a bench, makes it a lot easier as well. But look, to be honest, the design of the chair here, the bench, is so similar to the chair in your house that you can just use a chair inside. It's really good. Flexibility of training, eh? It's really good. Now let's have a bit of a longer break. It's got to get in shoulder press. I'm gonna get set up and so we'll get into it. One of the really key important things I want to talk about as well, when you're doing shoulder press, as we demonstrated yesterday, but the appropriate position on picking up the weights, really importantly when we're sitting down doing shoulder press, is we first start off with the weight on our knee, and we use our knee to kick up the weight so it's in this stationary position on our elbow like this. And as we push up, we keep it a nice neutral line and pattern, so it actually doesn't like flex backwards too far or flex forward too far. The further forward it is, the more chest you're going to bring in, the more neutral it is, and 90 degrees to the body, or parallel to the body, the better engagement you're going to get in the shoulder. Let's get into it. We're going to do 3 rounds of 12. Okay. As I was saying, when you first start off, put the dumbbells on your knees. And when you want to start, use your knee to kick it up. Brings it up in a neutral position, so you don't have to hurt your shoulder with your back trying to lift it. And so when you start off in a neutral position like this, you can have the dumbbells sit on your shoulders, it's okay. Get your feet in a nice grounded position so that you can push your feet through to the ground. Keeps your back nice and neutral as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to rest our head back and we're going to push up and down, up. It's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, good, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12. Now, safely bring down the weights, transfer them to your knee, and we can rest them there until we begin our next set. Best not to put the weights on the ground, best to keep them with you, because you have to use more energy to pick them up off the ground again and restart in a neutral position. It gives ourselves about 30 seconds rest between each set. Really ensures we get a good recovery, and then we're not fatiguing as we head towards the 9, 10, 11, 12 counter on the rep range. As always, emphasize, big deep breath through the nose and long deep breaths out of the mouth. Hold the breath as you're coming in with it as well, before exhaling it out. All right, let's get into the next rep. So again, push off with the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Neutral, down on the knees. Get ready for the next set. Now really well, doing so well. Keep up the good work. Stay focused as you're breathing through the presses. Keep the elbow neutral. Keep it strong. If you are having a partner or a buddy assist you through the press, really ensure that they don't grab you behind the elbows. Encourage them to grab you around the wrist. The wrist is a lot more stable. I've seen a lot of people get pushed through the elbow, and as a consequence, their elbow's giving way and they whack themselves either in the head or in the face with a dumbbell because they're not being appropriately supported through the wrist. Now let's get ready for the next set. And this will be the last one too, so we'll get into some stretches subsequently. All right, pressing up through the knee like always. Neutral position, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good work, team. Excellent job. Good shoulder presses there. Let's get into some good quality shoulder stretches because that would definitely fatigue the shoulders there. So again, as we always do, forearm across the body, grabbing our forearm, pulling the elbow towards us. We get nice and tight, keeping our other arm neutral and breathing. All right, shake it out. Now we're going to move into the other side. Forearm across the body, forearm grabbing your elbow, pulling it towards you. All right, roll it out, shake it out. Now we're going to go thumb into collarbone, rolling your hand up, grabbing your elbow with your other hand, pulling into your neck. Now we're doing this, and I haven't pointed out yesterday, but you don't want your elbow or your arm against the back of your head because that defeats the stretch. So what you can do alternatively as well is part of the stretch, lean into it, All right, change it over the other side as well. Give it a shake out. Thumb into the collarbone, into the neck, leaning over. All right, roll around all the way as well. I'm gonna go back to my bench now. I'm gonna do some stretches with my legs. Now holding onto the bench to give me some stability because I've got really poor balance. Grabbing onto my foot, and we're gonna lean into the stretch like what we always do. As you feel holding onto something and trying not to focus on balancing really gives me a much better stretch. All right, let's change it over the other leg. Okay, now still using our chair, moving over to the side a bit. We're going to put our foot onto the chair, keeping our opposite foot parallel or angling straight forward away from the ankle. Let's see if we can reach over and grab our toes. Again, like I said, if you have a chair here, perfectly fine. As much as you can, lower into the stretch. All right, change over the other side. Again, trying to lean into the stretch. Always make sure that the knee is low or as straight as possible. If your knee is raised a little bit, it's fine. Point your toes further forward, which will allow your knee to collapse further down. And lean into the stretch. Okay, thank you for tuning in today, guys. Really appreciate it. This is completion of day 4. Hopefully we'll see you all again tomorrow for day 5. Stay safe and have a great weekend.